think we had a couple of really tough years, and then coming off having our second baby after a lot of struggles, and then we were just looking at like how we felt about ourselves, like how we were progressing in the gym, and we made a decision that we really felt like this was like our year to get ourselves back together. Like we've been sacrificing a lot of time, you know, when your kids are little and you're like in those, you know, the whole year you're pregnant, you know, when you're newly postpartum, like there's like your focus is everywhere else but you, because that's just where it needs to be. But we kind of just decided that it was a good time for us to really, like, what do we have to lose?
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
Same for you?
I think more for me, it was more just like seeing that scale like pop up like at in the 280s, and like realizing like that's not where I want to be, and then like also like family history issues with heart problems, you know, having a grandfather pass away from a stroke, and understanding like, you know, the way he necessarily wasn't the greatest way, and you know, from an around to be around with these kids, you know, and be able to keep up with them, I think it's important to be able to go ahead and make those changes.
Yeah, that's awesome. How do you make this work? Meal plans, workouts, like how do you make this happen?
I mean, we try to keep like the good, like at least a tight schedule, you know, with built-in, you know, at least areas for, you know, to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
But really also like giving each other our time to, you know, she needs time to prep for herself, she needs time to prep for herself, you know, and then for myself, like it doesn't, like I kind of have an idea of like how long the meals to go and stuff like that, so I already had certain things already planned ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But really it's more just like giving each other our time and space in order to get things done.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, usually in the evenings we give each other an hour to go do what we need to do, and we switch off with the kids, so that way we are prepared for the day ahead.
Yeah.
And then we take time on Sundays to plan our week. We make a plan on the calendar of like what we're gonna have for every meal, so that way when we go to make our plan, that it's just already built in and we don't have to think about that. And then we prep like probably like a partial partial breakfast, partial lunch, so that way it's just less time we have to spend, so that way we have to spend time with our kids, or something comes up, an appointment or whatever, that it's not a big deal.
Tell us all about the brisket. We want the secret details to how you made this amazing brisket.
Low and slow. Low and slow.
Okay.
Binders usually are the best, like as far as like making sure that the seasoning stays binded on and stuff like that.
I have no idea what that means.
Basically, I use mayonnaise to help bind the seasoning
Okay.
to actually get that way it adheres to the brisket,
Mm-hmm.
and then making sure it stays like at least in the refrigerator for at least a couple hours. That way the seasoning sticks, and then it's just low and slow.
Okay.
Low and slow, and yeah, and a lot of babysitting on it.
Okay.
A
Awesome.
lot of babysitting.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. We'll be touching in with you a couple more times over the course of your journey. We're super excited.
Thank you.
All right.